Small-mindedness isn't a flaw you're born with. It's a shape you grow into when pain goes unexamined. What we call small isn't a lack of intelligence or exposure. It's a nervous system that learned to shrink to survive. It's a mind that chose certainty over curiosity, control over openness, judgment over understanding. Behind every narrow view is a wound that was never tended. Behind every rigid belief is a story told in fear. And behind every harsh projection is a part of the self someone couldn't bear to face. Wounds, the hidden source. Behind every small mind is a bruise that never healed. Wounds shape behavior in ways most people don't recognize. A person who is constantly dismissed as a child may grow into an adult who can't tolerate someone else shining. When they see you succeed, it doesn't inspire them. It reminds them of how unseen they once felt. Their instinct is to pull you down, not because your rise is wrong, but because it threatens their fragile sense of self. Another wound comes from betrayal. If someone was cheated, abandoned, or mocked for their vulnerability, they may build walls so high that they mock anyone who dares to risk being open. What looks like cynicism is often just pain in disguise. Wounds don't fade with time. They harden into habits. If ignored, they narrow the perspective for protection. That shrinking drives small-mindedness. Unhealed wounds don't just ache, they distort. And over time, that distortion becomes the lens through which the world is judged. Beliefs, the stories that trap us. Once the wound is present, beliefs form around it. Beliefs are powerful. They act as lenses, shaping how you see everything. If someone grows up with the belief that people can't be trusted, every new encounter is filtered through suspicion. If someone believes life is a zero-sum game, then another person's success is automatically their loss. These beliefs don't reflect reality, they reflect the pain of the past. Small-minded beliefs are usually absolute. They leave no room for nuance. All rich people are greedy. All ambitious people are fake. No one ever helps anyone else without wanting something. These sweeping judgments flatten the world into something predictable, safe, and small. And once a belief like that sets in, it resists change. The mind clings to it like armor, even when the evidence proves otherwise. That's why arguing with small-minded people rarely works. You're not debating facts, you're bumping up against a shield forged by old pain. When beliefs are built on pain, they don't seek truth, they seek safety. And that safety often comes at the cost of clarity. Projection, seeing ourselves in others. Projection is the final layer. It's when people take what they don't want to face in themselves and throw it onto someone else. A jealous person accuses others of being competitive. A liar insists everyone else is dishonest. Someone who feels inadequate constantly points out flaws in others. Projection allows people to avoid their own reflection. Instead of admitting, "I feel insecure," they say, "You're arrogant." Instead of admitting, "I'm scared of failure," they say, "You think you're better than us." What makes projection so toxic is that it feels real to the person doing it. They aren't aware they're projecting. To them, it looks like they're simply calling it like it is. That's why dealing with projection often feels like shadowboxing. You're fighting accusations that say more about the accuser than about you. Projection isn't clarity, it's camouflage. And until it's named, it keeps us fighting ghosts instead of facing truth. How these roots interact. The three roots, wounds, beliefs, and projections, don't work alone. They feed into each other like a cycle. A wound creates pain. Pain births beliefs that simplify the world. Those beliefs fuel projection, which distorts reality. The cycle keeps repeating until the person decides to break it, but many never do. They stay stuck, small, and rigid, protecting old pain by passing it on to others. Cycles don't end by accident, they end by awareness. And awareness is the first act of expansion. The cost of small-mindedness. Small-mindedness doesn't just hurt the person trapped in it. It poisons relationships, families, workplaces, and even communities. In friendships, it shows up as gossip, jealousy, and constant one-upping. In families, it becomes favoritism, comparison, and the suppression of individuality. In workplaces, it shows up as micromanagement, refusal to share credit, and sabotage. In communities, it becomes tribalism, prejudice, and the silencing of difference. Every time small-mindedness spreads, possibilities shrink, progress stalls, creativity dies. People stop bringing their full selves because they don't feel safe. Small-mindedness doesn't just shrink ideas, it shrinks people. And when people feel unsafe to expand, the whole world gets smaller. If this video is stirring something, if you're starting to recognize the wounds behind certain reactions, or noticing moments where you've shrunk, judged, or projected without meaning to, and you can feel there's a more expanded way of being available to you, but you're not sure how to live it yet, I created something to help with that shift. It's a free set of chapter previews paired with guided, action-based reflections. You'll find the link in the description. Recognizing it in ourselves. It's easy to point out small-mindedness in others, but harder to admit in ourselves. Yet the truth is, every single person has moments of it. Nobody is immune. Think about when someone you know succeeded at something you wanted. Did you genuinely celebrate them, or did a small part of you compare? Did you catch yourself thinking, why them, not me? Small-mindedness is the default of the wounded ego. Catching it in yourself doesn't make you bad, it makes you human. The difference lies in what you do with it. Do you let it run unchecked, or do you face the wound beneath it? But here's the deeper truth. Some people don't even know they can change. They don't realize healing is possible. They think they are the way they are because of a fixed and static mindset. So they stay stuck, not out of choice, but out of unawareness. That's why compassion matters. Not everyone is resisting growth. Some have never been shown the way. So I'd love to know this. When did you first realize that someone else's judgment, resistance, or criticism wasn't truth? It was a projection of their own wounds or fears. Drop it in the comments. Your reflection might help someone else stop taking it personally, see more clearly, and choose expansion instead of shrinking. Breaking the cycle. The cycle can be broken, but it takes honesty and courage. Here's how. 1. Face the wound. Ask yourself, where did this insecurity start? Who told me I wasn't enough? When did I first start shrinking myself? Healing starts when you stop pretending you're untouched by your past. 2. Challenge the belief. Once you identify the story you've been telling yourself, question it. Is it really true that no one can be trusted? Or is that a shield you built to avoid pain? 3. Own the projection. When you catch yourself criticizing someone else, pause. Is it really about them, or is it about something you don't want to face in yourself? Projection loses power the moment you admit, this is my shadow, not their flaw. 4. Choose expansion. Small-mindedness shrinks possibility. Expansion opens it. That means choosing curiosity over judgment, humility over certainty, and generosity over jealousy. Breaking the cycle isn't about becoming someone else. It's about reclaiming who you were before the wound. Small-mindedness is like living in a hallway of mirrors. Everywhere you look, you see distorted reflections of your own fears. But when you choose expansion, you stop reacting to the mirrors and start walking toward the door. Living beyond small-mindedness. Escaping small-mindedness isn't about being better than others. It's about being freer. When you heal wounds, your empathy grows. When you loosen rigid beliefs, your mind expands. When you stop projecting, your relationships become cleaner, more authentic. Small-mindedness is heavy. It keeps you guarded, bitter, suspicious. Living beyond it feels lighter. You're not carrying around the need to control how others see you. You're not locked in comparison. You can finally cheer for others without it diminishing you. The roots of small-mindedness are deep. Wounds that ache, beliefs that cage, projections that distort. But roots don't define destiny. A tree can grow around scars in its bark. A garden can be cleared of weeds. Remember this, small-mindedness isn't something you need to fight, it's something to understand. When you see the wounds beneath the behavior, you stop shrinking, stop personalizing, and stop carrying what was never yours. You don't need to harden your heart or dim your growth to make others comfortable. Keep choosing expansion. Keep choosing clarity. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and don't forget to subscribe.